So my dear friends, my synthesis series is going on and we have completed simple sentences by adding two or more than two simple sentences to make one simple sentence. And now we are doing complex sentences by adding two or more than two simple sentences to make one complex sentence. In complex sentences, we have learned about how can we add two or more than two simple sentences to make one complex sentence by using noun clause, adjective clause. And now we are learning that how can we add two or more than two simple sentences to make one complex sentence by using adverb clause. And in adverb clause, we have learned about adverb clause of time, place, reason. And in today's video, we will learn about that how can we add two or more than two simple sentences to make one complex sentence by using adverb clause of purpose. Okay. So we know that in complex sentence, there is a principal clause and one or more than one subordinate clause. Okay. That can be noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. Since we are doing adverb clause, so today we are going to use adverb clause of purpose. In adverb clause of purpose, these conjunctions, works. So that, in order that, lest, should. So lest and should, they are combined together. Okay. So these three conjunctions work for adverb clause of purpose. So we must know certain things that, there should be a principal clause, a subordinate clause, naturally subordinate adverb clause, which is starting with these conjunctions. Okay. And in subordinating, clause, we should have a modals also. That can be may, might, can, could, and sometimes, present tense also used. I know that you are getting confused. First of all, we will do some exercises so that you can understand it in a better way. So I repeat that when we are making a subordinate clause always start with a subordinating conjunction. These are the conjunction, and then there would be a subject, a verb and a modal verb. Modals means, may, might, can, could. These are essential, to make a subordinate clause in adverb clause of purpose. So first of all, we'll find out that how does it work. Now subordinate clause, it can be put in the starting of a sentence or at the end of a sentence. First of all, if we are putting subordinate clause and then principal clause, then after subordinating clause, we need to put a comma. Okay. But if we are putting principal clause at the starting of a sentence, we don't need to put any comma. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to write an example on the board so that it becomes clear to you. So first, let's understand it like this, that, if we are keeping subordinate clause at the beginning of a sentence, here I am writing subordinate clause. Okay. And here I am writing principal clause. Okay. I think the board is visible to you. So this is subordinate clause and this is principal clause. Subordinate clause, of course, it is starting with the subordinate conjunction. Suppose if we take so that, this is the conjunction. If we take this conjunction, so subordinate clause and principal clause. In this principal clause, there is a verb. Okay. So subordinate clause actually shows the purpose of this principal clause. Purpose of the verb of this principal clause. Let me come to this side. Actually, this verb has some purpose and subordinate clause actually shows that purpose of the verb of the principal clause. Okay. So subordinate clause, principal clause. This clause can come in the starting of a sentence or at the end of a sentence. Sometimes we put principal clause at the beginning of a sentence. sometimes we put subordinate clause, after it. Okay. So principal clause has a verb which has a purpose. Subordinate clause shows, or defines that purpose. So it can be clear to you if I write an example. Okay. So I'm going to write an example by pausing the video. Okay. So here I've taken one example. Try to understand this example very carefully. First sentence is, I will polish on my spoken English. I will polish on my spoken English. Second sentence, I need to give a speech in the college function. I will polish on my spoken English. I need to give a speech in the college function. So first of all, we see that which sentence is showing purpose. Second sentence is showing purpose. Okay. So the thing is, why I would polish my spoken English? This polish, this verb, as I told you right now that there's a verb in the principal clause. The purpose of that verb is, shown in, what should I say? Adverb clause of purpose. Second sentence. So I will polish on my spoken English. This polish, this is the verb in the principal clause which has a purpose. This verb has a purpose, and this second sentence, or you can say this clause, subordinate clause, is fulfilling this purpose of the verb in the main clause. Okay. Now, I will polish on my spoken English. I need to give a speech in the college function. Since second sentence is showing showing purpose, what would I do? That I will take this conjunction so that, and I will put it just in front of the sentence which is showing purpose. Till now it is a sentence. When I am going to add this conjunction in front of this sentence which is showing purpose, it will become, after adding this conjunction, it will become subordinating adverb clause of purpose, modifying this verb polish in the principal clause. Now let's see that how I have added these two sentences. I will polish on my spoken English. So first I have kept this principal clause, so that, then I've added this conjunction, so that I may give a speech in the college functions. Now one thing is to be noted that, first to give in this sentence, it is infinitive. Okay. What I did that, before this verb to give, I have, put a modal verb, that is may, in front of it. Now after modal verb we put infinitive, but this infinitive is called bare infinitive without to. Okay. So after modals verbs, infinitive is always used in bare infinitive, not, simple infinitive. So I will polish on my spoken English so that I may give a speech in the college function. Okay. Now I have omitted this word I need to give. I have not written this thing. What I did that, first I have written this principal clause, and after writing this principal clause, before beginning with this adverb clause of purpose, I have added this conjunction so that, and then I have written this modal verb may, and then I have added this verb. Okay. May give a speech in the college function. Remember one thing, that since we find that principal clause in the future tense is in the future tense, I have added may. If it would have been in past tense, like I polished on my spoken English, if it had been like this, I polished on my spoken English, instead of future tense, if it would have been like this, that I polished, P-O-L-I-S-H-E-D, I polished all my spoken English so that I might give a speech in the college function. It would have been might or could. So I can also use may here in this, instead of may, I can use can too. Okay, so that I can give a speech in the college function. This is also right, but we have used may here. But if this sentence would have been in past tense, we could use could or might in place of may. Okay, I think this sentence has become clear to you. Now let's see another example. So I've written next sentence on the board. First sentence, I will adopt all possible methods. Second sentence, I want to speak good English. So I will adopt all possible method. I want to speak good English. Which of these two sentences showing purpose? This second sentence is showing purpose. Okay, since this sentence is showing purpose, what we'll do, that we will put this conjunction in order that in front of this sentence which is showing purpose. So I will adopt all possible method. This first sentence, it will now become principal clause, because second sentence is showing purpose. We will put this conjunction in front of it to make it adverb clause of purpose. Since it will become a subordinate clause, so first sentence will be principal clause. And in first sentence, we have this verb adopt. Okay. So this second sentence, which is now subordinating adverb clause of purpose, will actually tell the purpose of this verb adopt. I will adopt all possible method. Why I will adopt all possible method? Because I want to speak good English. Okay. So now I have added these two sentences like this. First, I have kept subordinate clause. As I told you that subordinate clause can be kept in the beginning of a sentence or at the end of a sentence. So if we put it at the beginning of a sentence, we need to put a comma. Okay. Now, in order that I may speak good English, in order that, here first of all I have written this conjunction in order that, then I have written the second sentence which is showing purpose. I may speak good English. I have removed this want verb. Instead of it, I have added a modal verb, that is may, or can also be used. It's written in the bracket, so it can also be used. So in order that I may speak good English, till here we have, subordinate clause. I will adopt all possible method. This is principal clause. Okay. So I think it has become clear to you. Now this sentence, two sentence, I have added it like this, that in order that I may or I can speak good English, I will adopt all possible method. Now this principal clause, it can be written at the starting of the sentence also. I will adopt all possible method in order that I may speak good English. Okay. Now let's see another example so that it becomes crystal clear to you. Now I have written another example. See it carefully. I am manufacturing quality product. This is my first sentence. I am manufacturing quality product. Second sentence, customers will buy them more and more. So in these two sentences, we find that second sentence is showing purpose of the first sentence verb. I am manufacturing, this is verb. Why I am manufacturing? Because customer will buy them more and more. So this is this second sentence is showing purpose of this verb of the first sentence. Okay. So since this second sentence is showing purpose, what we'll do that we will put so that in front of, we will put so that conjunction in front of this sentence which is showing purpose. So till now it is, as I told you, it is a simple sentence. When we will add a conjunction, subordinating conjunction before it, it will become a clause. Okay. So it would be like this, that I am manufacturing quality product. I have not written it, so I am going to write it. I am manufacturing quality product so that, till here we have principal clause. Okay. I am manufacturing quality product, because I have repeated the same sentence. Okay. And now I am adding this conjunction, adverb clause of purpose conjunction, and it can be in order that too. Okay. So that customers, now I am writing this sentence which is showing purpose. So that customers will buy will change into may buy. Okay. May buy or can buy them more and more. But if it were in past tense, first sentence were in past tense, like I manufactured, instead of I am manufacturing, it would have been I manufactured quality product. It would have been like this. I manufactured, since this sentence, I manufactured, not manufacturing. I manufactured quality product so that customer might buy them more and more. May will change into might. Okay. If the first sentence is in past tense, may or might or could. So that customer could buy them more and more, or so that customer might buy them more and more. Okay. Now, so here we have two sentences. A blood donation camp was organized in our locality. I repeat, a blood donation camp was organized in our locality. First sentence. Second sentence, youth donate blood in large number. Okay. So what is the purpose of out of these two sentences? For second sentence is showing purpose, that you donate blood in large number. So that is why a blood donation camp was organized in our locality. So we see that in principal clause we have donation. A blood donation camp was, in a principal clause we have this verb organized. Okay. So what was the reason for this to organize this thing? The reason was that, you donate blood in large number. Okay. So since this second sentence is showing purpose, what I'll do that, I'll write in order that, or so that, whatever you can write, both these two conjunction can be used in place of it. So this sentence is showing purpose. Now after adding a conjunction, it will become subordinating adverb clause of purpose, modifying this verb organized in the principal clause. Okay. Now it has become like this. A blood donation camp is organized in our locality. Since it is in was, I should write was organized in our locality in order that youth might donate blood in large number. Since the sentence is in past tense, I have used might for it. You can also use could for it. Okay. Now Now our last adverb clause of purpose conjunction is lest and should. So it is a little complicated, but I will try to make you understand. Let's understand it. Now we have the last conjunction which is used for adverb clause of purpose, that is lest with should. These two comes in combine, lest, should. Lest actually it gives the negative expressions. Let means, you are warned actually. You are warned that if you do this, you will have to face this. Okay. So the thing is that, first we will read these two sentences and try to find out that how can we use this lest and should in these two sentences. Take precautions, first sentence. Second sentence, you will get affected with dengue. So here we see that, this second sentence is not showing the purpose. Take precaution, you will get affected with dengue. You will see that the second sentence is not showing any purpose. Rather, it's showing negative impact. Okay. So actually lest it gives negative impact. If we take the positive side of it, it would be like take precaution lest you should get affected with dengue. It means that take precaution and you will not be get affected with dengue. Okay, since it is giving negative expression, so that is why it seems to us that this sentence is not correct. But when we add these two sentences together, we get the right meaning. So it would be like that, that take precautions. Then we are adding this conjunction lest. After lest, we are adding this subject. Lest you, instead of will write should. Lest you should get affected with dengue. Now this sentence is giving the right meaning. Take precaution lest you should get affected with dengue. Now this sentence is showing purpose. Lest means, you are warned not to do this. It means if you don't take precaution, you are surely going to get affected with dengue. So that is why, since it is giving a negative expression, we are not able to understand it properly. But actually, take precaution lest you should get affected with dengue. This is in this way we have added these two sentences to make adverb clause of purpose. Okay. So hope you could understand my video and everything which I tried to bring into knowledge of yours. Hope you like my video. Very soon I am coming with another adverb clause.